How is it going, my fellas? Welcome back to the stat challenge, where I usually play 3 legends of my choosing with very specific stats, and I just go and play a few games with them. I'm coming back from a little bit of a hiatus just because I had a lot of dental work done, and I might have a little bit of a lisp throughout a lot of these videos, and you might notice a lot of it. But I want to get back to making content for everybody just because I genuinely enjoy it, and I hope you guys genuinely enjoy it as well. So, why not get back into it with the low defense stat challenge? I was supposed to have this one out beforehand, but I just simply forgot to record it, I guess. So, why don't we start it off with Ada? Ada's actually one of my most played legends out of these. I don't really play much Jala, although I do like Jala, and I don't play much Ember. But as for Ada, she has Spear, one of my more preferred weapons, and then she also has Blasters, which is like, why would you not play Blasters? Although I feel like I would like Ada much more if it wasn't for her stat spread, which is decent attack, 7 dex or so. She has decent speed, and then she has the criminally low defense, which honestly is not my much preferred stat. I'll give her the weapon just because it's being nice. I was playing a little bit of Brawl before this, so I'm already warmed up. I had still been playing the entire time while I was recovering. Just haven't been recording videos. Actually did do a stream the other day, which is good for getting back into the gist of things. But enough of that, talking about all that biz, let's talk about Ada. So her stat lineup, while not being the best stat lineup in the world, she actually has some... Well, she has Spear and Blasters. That's an amazing weapon combo. And then she also has just some killer SIGs. I mean, Insig is a little slow, but has some amazing force. You got down SIG, which covers a very nice area. And then, don't even get me started with the Blaster SIGs. We got screw combos all around if I can hit down light. If I can make it back even. I'd be like if I could hit down light, but I don't think it's gonna be happening on this Mirage. So I suppose we'll be sticking on Spear, which, I mean, hey, Spear is my more preferred weapon. I've gotten very much used to Ada. Right now I have her level 30. I think on console I also had her level 30. I could be wrong though. Couldn't even get the boomerang kill. But she's just a very solid legend overall. She has some of the most amazing SIGs. I really want to get one of these true combos off. Not the move I wanted to do. It's insane. I want to do downlight side SIG, but looks like we won't be getting that. This would be more of a Spear game, if you're asking me. Insig, nope. But yeah, I don't know. If I could show Ada off in 2s, I probably would. Although I don't really do 2s videos, but it's Spear and Blasters are just like very good Spear team combo weapons in general. I mean, you see people playing mostly Blasters and Gauntlets in 2s. So it's like pretty much a given, just for like some of the easiest team combos in the game. But Ada by herself, she is a super rad legend. I actually feel like she's like a little bit underrated, but maybe not that much. I mean, you don't see a lot of Adas around, really. Not anymore, anyways. I feel like she's on the lower end of the play rates, which I haven't checked it in a while, but she's definitely not high up. That's for sure. I think even Ember probably has a higher play rate than Ada. But yeah, usually if I'm feeling in the mood, like if I'm feeling in a Spear Blasters high attack, low defense mood, Ada will usually be my pick, but not that often. Usually I end up just playing a different Spear legend. I'll play like Nye for the high attack and defense. I'll play Arcadia for the amazing SIGs. Let's be honest. I might need to switch to Blasters this game just to get around this more excess SIGs. Yoink. No, my boomerang. I haven't gotten a chance to talk about the boomerang that much, but I actually like the gadget a lot. Pretty cool if you ask me. Yeah, another thing with Ada SIGs is that her SIGs feel like very she has everything with those SIGs. I mean, she has the Insig or Spear Insig for dunking. She has like the Blaster down SIG for spacing. She has the SIG true combo as well with Blaster side SIG. It just goes absolutely insane. Yeah, like each of the SIGs, she's got it for everything. And I'll just give her active input, and then she'll be one of the best legends. And not that great, but I mean, some active input legends go absolutely hard. Looks like he's staying on the site. I want to see if I can pick up Blasters at least. That's not Blasters. Although I think we'll still do fine. I mean, I'm just very natural at Spear in general, so Can't be that hard. Just, or Blastoise side take alone has such amazing force. I'll stick on Blastoise this time. Need to show off some of this Blaster gameplay, huh? And that true combo, hell yeah. It goes absolutely insane. If I had another recovery, I could have potentially killed there. Command's just getting rocked right now. Speak of the devil, I'm getting rocked. And that should be game. Blaster recovery killing so criminally early. I'm not gonna complain about that the entire time. But yeah, out of this bunch of legends, I feel like I want to say like Ada is the strongest, but like I really can't, just because. I mean, maybe, I don't know. You could argue Ember is better, but I think we'll get to Ember whenever we get to her. So for now, let's go on to the next legend, which is Jala. I actually feel like I see Jala the most out of these legends, but I also could be wrong about that. It could just be a chance thing. But Jala is pretty solid too. She has decent speed, and she's got the 7 attack and 7 dex, and the criminally low defense, as we already know. Running 2 defense here. Although I think the reason that I don't play Jala all that much probably would lead to obviously her stats, which she is a huge glass cannon. She's a huge glass cannon, which is fine. It's actually not that bad. But she has Axe, which I'm fine with playing Axe. It depends on what the weapon combo is, but I don't know. It's probably just sword by itself, which is a huge part of why I don't really play Jala all that much. I'm not a huge sword person, but if I am good at any sword legend, it probably is Jala. Just not a very interesting weapon to me, but I don't know, Jala's a pretty killer one if you ask me. Is she good? Okay. He's faking me out. I thought we were gonna get a good old disconnect. No. Okay. We're chilling. I can't really slide charge the side take the way I want to with Jala. Very annoying. But yeah, I think Jala has actually... Okay, I died. She has a very solid weapon combo. She has like decent stats. Again, I'm just not a fan of the low defense, but it really doesn't ruin her, I would say. This makes her a glass cannon. But what about her SIGs? I think Jala SIGs are like pretty good, but again, I'm not sure if they're like the best thing in the world. Maybe her sword SIGs. I know she gets a true combo off something. I don't entirely remember what. But her axe SIGs are a little bit slow, just a tad bit, and then her sword SIGs just have some of the most force. It's much less to say about Jala over Ada, since I have much more experience on Ada. Jala still goes pretty hard, gotta say. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I actually don't even have a recovery right now. Jeez Louise. I'm sure we can end up getting the kill here. We'll just use the boomerang. And that mighty Insig. To be honest, if you do know how to use Jala SIGs, they can go absolutely hard. Just some of the most force in the game. Maybe even more than Cross now. Jala does have a lot of force on some of her SIGs. But even then, I feel like with Jala you'd be better off running other stances, but speed stance actually isn't too bad of a way to play Jala, I feel like. Just because, well, I mean, what do you have with the... I mean, you go 2 defense, but like you're running 6 speed. That's like almost Ogrim's stats, but you just swap around the dex and the defense. But I mean, hey, there are a lot of people who care very deeply about speed, so it's like, you know, why not? Why not exchange the defense for speed if you're not going to be taking that many hits? Depends on how early you decide to die, which for me, it's usually pretty early. Couldn't get that. I thought he didn't have dodge. Bomb. Thank you. Oh, God. Lag. Oh, no. I'm not lagging during a video. That's not happening. No, thank you. For some reason, I actually do want to stick on sword. Sword is, like, my least favorite weapon in this game by far, but I somehow still have fun playing it sometimes. Damn it. If I dodge... Yeah, I'm dead. I'll just, end it right there. Oh. The side light. He's being very, very aggressive right now. Oh, wrong move. Mordex, chill out for a sec. That's what I get for approaching. Oh, it's off stage. I don't know, we might lose this one. No, wrong move. I knew he was just like waiting for me to go onto the edge of stage so he could dare me. Just dare me into oblivion, huh? It's like, if you know which way they're going, then you're going to town. Hell yeah. We were like struggling for a while, but that last stock there was just like perfection. Perfect perfection. What a way to end off showing Jala. She actually is a really good legend, but I think the most underutilized out of these legends that I see, maybe the most underpowered, I'm not entirely sure, but axe and sword are super killer weapons. And like in that combo by itself, like you're gonna expect some extreme power out of Jala. I mean, hell, you could even run attack stance for 4 speed, that's some super killer power, or just run defense to take out a dex, which is probably the preferred stance, but if you want to run 2 defense, be my guest. Going on to the next legend, and the last legend, we have Ember. You're running 7 attack to go 2 defense, which is kind of okay. You're running 7 attack, 7 speed. That's really not that bad at all, but let's get on to the games. Again, or like for the millionth time this video, it's really not my preferred stat lineup, but for tons of people, it is, just because, I mean, hey, it's high attack, high speed. What else are you gonna get, you know? Personally, I'm pretty sure everyone hates Ember just because it's like, oh, she has bow, it's annoying, or like bow and sig, and also guitars, which are annoying. Which, I understand, they can be pretty freaking annoying. Although, my personal annoyance doesn't come from bow or guitars. Sometimes guitars, or well, sometimes both, but like, it's not my main annoyance, really. In fact, I don't really like playing Ember. She's not, didn't play all that much. Whoops. They even have her that much played on, console, if I'm honest. We're, like, both dying right now. Oh, I thought he, okay, I thought he was gonna sword ground pound, but we don't make it back. But yeah, I mean, Ember can still be a very good legend. Just, like, with that stat lineup of bow and guitars being very good. Right now, I think a lot of people would say she's OP, but you actually don't see a lot of people playing her, like, at least, like, in the pro scene, I don't see Ember ever. That's very interesting. Because people are like, oh, nerf her, even though she's never seen it. What about the SIGs? I mean, Ember's got some absolutely nasty SIGs, and it's like, that's probably the main reason why people hate her. I mean, she's like in the hell that is gold SIG spammers. You got a whole lot of in-SIGs, you got a whole lot of these. That's what I get for trying to show off a SIG. But then her guitar SIGs go much less hard. Alright. Jesus. I can't go a single one of these games without being forced off stage. Damn it. If I hit that down SIG, he would have been out of here. Like, he would have been out of town. But that's what I'm talking about. I'm just showing off the absolute unit that is Ember's bow SIGs. For guitar SIGs, though, not as much. Maybe do a good old... Just gotta, like, change it up a lot. Like, if I do, that, and then I do that. Like, he doesn't know how to approach it, that's the thing. It's, like, all about the way that you approach with Ember's SIGs. I think our worst one by far has got to be guitar in SIG, which actually did get buffed recently. But it's still not that great of a SIG. It leaves you very vulnerable in the air, which, it's in the air, which is good, but it's still not that good because you're just being left so vulnerable. You gotta, like, be really precise with how you hit it. I also need to not get bamboozled off stage here. No. I gotta show off the power that is in SIG. No, my god. This game is, like, really close, and I'm gonna let him get it by accident. Oh, yeah, I'm dead. Well, that was a little anticlimactic. It's always the Giro players, man. It's always the Giro players. Can't really show off Ember all that well whenever it's, in that specific scenario. But then again, I'm not an Ember player, so, you tell me. And watch, Ember will just be our only character that we're gonna have losses on. 2 wins on Ada, 2 wins on Jala, and then it's gonna be 2 losses on Ember. gonna be quite silly. Also, we're getting a lot of sights today, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I mean, we've been winning most of the time, just besides that 1-0, which is like whatever, you know. I want to get the scythe mains back into their flat territory. No, I do want guitars. I refuse to lose to a Mordex. Jesus, man. It's all the same stuff, too. I should have played differently. The little thing I like to call just play on stage and only on stage, because they're off stage, they have a disadvantage, so it's like, whatever. On the right side, okay. I totally would have lived if I had, like, any higher defense, but... Not help you. I'm not even that good at bow, but I can still go ham on Ember just because her bow game goes absolutely insane. I'm just chucking all my weapons right now. How do you know I was gonna dodge that way? I was actually gonna dodge that way, but it like didn't register for me, so I just didn't do it. But he totally would have gotten me in a read like that. Like, I feel like he would have expected me to go for the weapon or something. Let's get that side to you again. Doing a whole lot of spamming on Ember's bow today. The matchup works. That's just guitars by itself being good. Oh. Alright, I was gonna say if that hit. There we go. Dude. It's just like, once again, it's like the same case with Jala. If you know how to utilize the SIGs, you'll go absolutely insane, huh? That's what it usually is. I feel like, you know, it's just the case for Jala and Ember. But as for Ada, you don't really even need to know how the SIGs work that well. You can just pretty much use them and you'll go ham. Which is why I'm tumbled on whether Ember or Ada is the better legend here. Which, honestly, I might have to go with Ada. Just because, I mean, it's practically the same stat lineup. I mean, let's take the stance off for a sec. You have the same amount of attack, same amount of defense, and then it's just one tiny stat difference in speed and dex. So they're practically the same legend. I mean, technically Ember should be better according to the stat lineup, but really that's not that big of an issue. I mean, you're running 8 speed at Ember for taking out a dex. That's a lot of speed. And then as for Ada, you're running defense to take out a dex. I think for that specific reason, you're running the most optimal stance on Ada to take out of the dex, which 6 dex on an Ada, that's pretty good. You got the true combos on spear. But as for Ember, there's not really much that matters with dex. So it's like, why would you run 8 speed to take out a dex? Like, I would just rather run defense to take out a speed, because 6 is still very solid. That or just run attack. I mean, you have 7 attack, so that's like glass cannon moment. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna try to get content rolling back weekly, or at least bi-weekly going forward. It feels good to be back from the little hiatus I was on. I just had to take a little break to recover, but I should be good now, apart from the lisps. But I appreciate y'all sticking around to the end of the video, and as usual, if you want to, feel free to subscribe. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe later. I'm gonna go get some more games in, and get some more content out. So until next time, keep on brawling.